It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And that's going to be good for Bengals first down. Oh, he was happy to take a backseat in favor of getting the win last week, Brock. But we all know receivers, right? I think he'd like a few more catches in this one.
Yeah, books have been written about certain receivers that want their touches. And when you produce, you're going to get more touches.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Gun. Shot. Ready. 11 Thomas.
A 2nd down throw from Burrow. He beams one deep right side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. With that big shot, they wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. 11. 180.
Burrow setting to throw. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets him the first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line.
180. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. They're doing 6 on that play. That means it is 2nd down manageable.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Coming off a 6-yard completion. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. He stops here, gain of about 7, and that's going to give Cincinnati the first.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Quite the opening drive they've put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25.
11.
Burrow to the air now. That was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180. Raise up. 11 MT. Hey. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11. 12.
Burrow back to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Now Burrow. And he let his man shoot much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. The cover guys go shut it down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Parker Washington with the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
If you get contributions like that to your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Kyle Duggar hauling him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Man in motion here. 2nd down, it's Lawrence. And they're going to take him down here. Pressure gets to him at the 36. It's Dexter Lawrence. That means it is now 3rd and 16 to go.
Dude, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
Bengals going down here. 6 DBs out there. 3rd down. Lawrence to throw it. He's in trouble again, and he's going to go down. 2nd time on this opening series. And that's going to bring this offense to a 4th and 23.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
He fields this at the 18. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first. Well, that right there is more of what we expect from him, right, Brock? Didn't get to see that much a week ago. Really held in check by great defensive efforts.
But what was great to see in that is he was kept quiet. Everybody else made plenty of noise to ensure they could get the win. Now, a week later, I know these receivers and the good ones, they want their touches.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Throwing is Burrow. This is a heater going deep. This is brought in at Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 40.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. Brown on first and goal. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Need better results here on second and goal from the 10.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Looking to throw, Burrow. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Third and long for him here. And Tom says this out of the end zone. Nobody getting a chance at that one. That means it's fourth and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
On one, ready?
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on fourth and goal.
180. It's hot. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Trying for it with Burrow. And a completion not in the cards on that fourth and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Inside give here for Tootin. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that's going to earn the Jags a new set of downs. Pinned down deep on your own side, Brock. You know what that defense is thinking. They want to stick it to you, but they still found a way to find a little running room there.
You spend quite a bit of time really in training camp. Not in season as much, Kate, but in training camp working on this backed-up situation. And that's exactly what you want. You want to see the ball matriculate forward. And to do it on the ground, even better.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. I'll run again with Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they have a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Pressured, and he's not going to be able to escape this one. He's brought down back at the 7. Boye Mafe. And that backs him up now all the way into a third and 23.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. They kick the running back in motion. And into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short. So expect a punt coming up here on 4th down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Ball taken in at the 36. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
At the 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go. 11. Hey, can. 12. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Here's Burrow. He can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. Second time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he hands them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11. Right, 80. 11 mighty. 12. 11 Thomas.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Trayvon Walker. And it's going to be 2nd and 16 now coming up.
At the 42-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Burrow. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And he gets home. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. That is 60-60 for his NFL career. McPherson able to connect on the extra point. And that makes this a 10-point game.
Bengals 10, Jaguars nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. Got him in. It's Thomas. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short.
Thomas Jr. 8 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Some heavy contact here, and that's going to break things up. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
2 yards to go.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Seaton gets it on the draw. Small gain on the play, maybe 4 yards. And that is a Jacksonville 1st down.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on him to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
All set to go now from the 35.
Hey, Ron.
Lawrence throwing here. Here's a screen for Tootin. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And that's only going to get him 3. Defenders all over it to escort him out.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Picked up a few on that first down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Now it's Lawrence. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
But that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds, or he could get the first down.
Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Tootin gets it from the gun. They get to him, take him down after a gain of 3. And it's going to be first down Jaguars. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dax Hill. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Here we go. 11. 12.
Burrow setting to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. Full extension, and he brings it in! We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Burrow on 1st and 10 as he approaches 200 yards passing in this opening half.
Right, 80. Right, it's hot. 11. 12.
Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. Out of bounds he goes, following a gain of about 11. It'll be first down Bengals.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
12. Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Working inside the red zone. Pressure closing in. They're going to get him back at the 20. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
11. 11 MT, take 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow on second down. Catch is made in close. And he's out of bounds after picking up a bunch. Still not enough for the first, though, bro. Third down coming up.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here he is on third and short. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a fourth down decision. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
On fourth down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This is a chip shot from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
Bigger had the easy part on that one, Kate. He just had to knock that short one through. It really was his teammates who did the difficult job setting that kick up while also making sure there was not much time left on the clock.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Power squib kick is taken in. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Now Lawrence. Ooh, they got to him as he was trying to make that throw. Defense making an impact coming out of the locker room, Brock. Quickly, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 14.
They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. Some contact there on the throw. That's going to limit any chances of them extending this opening drive of the half. So incomplete. That forces 4th down. Oh, Brock, he's had to wait and wait to even be targeted in this game. And he's going to have to keep waiting now to see that first catch.
You know who will not be waiting? The critics after this one. You have got to get your tight end involved. Find a way somehow to get him the ball.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
Gun. Stop. 180. 20 11. Stop.
Now Burrow. He finds Brown, right side. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul.
On 2, ready?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll run here following the penalty. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
It was brought down by Caleb Ransaw. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Brown. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
All about that defense there. Had them bottled up from the jump. Truth be told, probably lucky they even got back to the line of scrimmage.
Nickel look by the Jaguars here. 3rd down.
11, Thomas. Here we go. 180. Omaha. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Man, a little would have done the job, but they threw for a lot there, Brock. Just couldn't make that deep shot work.
Kate, if you look at just about any pass play known to mankind, there's something called an alert, right? Somebody that's going to clear something out for somebody else, and that was an alert. That was a shot. Just didn't hit it.
11, mighty. 11 empty.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Here we go.
Oh, quick throw here, left side. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's a great field position. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Lawrence in the pistol. And he's going to be taken down back across midfield at the 49. Jonathan Allen. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Hey, lie.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Into traffic, complete. There's the stop, but 22 yards given up before it. And that's going to earn the Jags a new set of downs. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Second down, it's Lawrence. Well, he throws it quick, but one pass rush that was able to hit him on the release anyway. Break that up. Third down now after that incompletion. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Changes up the call. Lawrence now off the play action. And they're going to take him down here. Pressure gets to him at the 36. And now it is 4th and 17.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And here in our third quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On a return, this is Piron. And he's out a little short of the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. Ready. Stop.
Here's Brown to start the drive. By a man, he's in the clear. And he's stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here's Brown again. He's got about 8 yards as he's taken to the ground. And that's going to be good for a Bengals first down.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Big 13. Big 13. 11. 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. That one's cut along the left sideline. Defender gets there, finally takes him out, but not before he picks up 29 yards. And that's going to give Cincinnati the first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Start of the fourth quarter, offense set up 1st and 10.
12. Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12. Dot.
Burrow back to throw. Hits his running back. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. A So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. Here we go. Right in.
Throwing is Burrow. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
11. Ready. Rise up.
Looking to throw, Burrow. And he's going to run this in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow. Well, he is halfway to his total from a week ago. McPherson checks on the point after. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
20. Jaguars 3. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. Jukes away from 1. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Lawrence to throw. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And he's down as that play goes for 26 big ones. That's good for the first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Lawrence looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Duggar makes the play. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Lawrence's pass intercepted.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
A first down carry for Brown. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Gun.
Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
11 MT. Here we go. Rise up.
the shotgun. This one's caught. And he gets home. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Mike Gesicki, the second score that he has brought in this season. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. He kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Tomato.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And this will wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect brings up 2nd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Lawrence to throw it. Thomas snags it over the middle. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the 1st down, too.
A gain of 16 yards.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Complete right side to Washington. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
Washington. A 7-yard pickup.
Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Offense is hurrying. Time running down.
A gain of 30. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Now it's Lawrence. And this is going to be too little, too late. But hey, tip of the cap for giving effort till the end. That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
So Lawrence lining the Jaguars up. They're going for 2.
The Jaguars will line up for the...
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
1st down from the 42. A give left side to Brown. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out.
No gain on the play.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
42-yard line.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Ready? 11, Thomas.
They're going to pass it here. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away 2nd down. A very tough 3rd down play here. Burrow setting to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he's going to gain a decent bit here. 7 yards on the play, but still well shy of what they needed, as that brings up 4th down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow trying on fourth down. This connects with Higgins. And he picks up the first down for the Bengals. And that is the last thing they need to lock away this win. Well, probably a little closer than they would have preferred it, Brock. But hey, a good call nonetheless, keeping the offense out there on fourth down.
You know what that was, Kate? That was awareness. Right? An understanding with both the play call, but more importantly, an awareness of the receiver to know exactly where he needed to get the job done.
Breaks through and breaks away. And he's going to head out after a gain of 7.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. To try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Lining up for one final snap.
Got big 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Jaguars are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.